Handsome Ransom Jackson played Major League Baseball from 1950 to 1959 with the Cubs and the Dodgers, and now he's partnered with author Gaylon White to bring his story to life in the book Handsome Ransom Jackson, Accidental Big Leaguer. And both gentlemen join us this morning to share with us the story behind this amazing life and this amazing book as well. Handsome Ransom, thank you for being here today, sir.
Yes,
it's truly an honor.
Thank you very much.
You were telling me some amazing stats out there. You were the last person to hit a home run.
Last Brooklyn Dodger.
The last Brooklyn Dodger to hit a home run. That's pretty amazing.
I didn't know it.
For 20 years or so.
Didn't know it.
Oh man. And you're 90 years old. You do not look 90 years old.
Well, thank you.
Tell me about your playing time. I mean, tell me about the time you were in the major leagues. I mean, I know it's amazing to me anybody makes it to the major leagues, but to make it during the time that you made it was truly, truly amazing.
Well, it was all during the 50s,
Right.
and we only had 8 teams in each league.
Right.
And we had guys like Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle. I got to play with the Brooklyn Dodgers. We had Roy Campanella, Duke Snyder, Pee Wee Reese, a guy named Jackie Robinson, who's
on the book cover.
On the book cover.
Right.
It's just, I just didn't realize what I'd done until years after I got through. And I had 4 or 5 records I didn't know about.
You were the first person to officially have an intentional walk.
That's true. I didn't know about it.
They didn't start keeping intentional walks, I think you said, until 1955.
55.
Right.
And you were the first one to get recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty amazing, too. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what you can do with it, but I got it.
You've got it. Your name's always going to be etched there beside that one. Let's talk, Gaylon, real quick about this book. Where did the grain for the idea? I know it came from this man, but how did the grain of the idea for this get planted in your mind?
Well, Ransom had written down his stories on a yellow legal pad, and his wife had keyed it into a Word document. And then I enter the picture and look at it and say, there's some great stories here. And I've worked with a number of former Major League ball players on different kinds of stories. And the one thing that strikes me is that death steals our stories.
Right.
And a lot of the guys that Ransom is writing about are either dead or late in life. And in fact, while we were working on the book, Ernie Banks died, Joe Garagiola died, Yogi Berra, some great names. And he has stories about all of them in the book.
Talk about your relationship with Ernie Banks.
Well, I had been with the Cubs for a couple of years, and Ernie came over in 53, I believe it was. And I had never played with a black player in my whole time in the minor leagues, and it didn't make any difference to me. But Ernie was just a great Southern guy, and so it took me about a week to realize how good he was. And so I walked up to him. I was playing third, and Ernie was playing shortstop.
Right.
And I walked up to Ernie and I said, I'm going to play right on the third base line, and you take everything else.
And he did.
And he did.
Third base, the hot corner. That's where you played most of your major league career,
Yes,
wasn't it?
I did.
It takes a special mentality to play over there.
But you got to get out of the way fast. That's the way it works.
Talk about Jackie Robinson. Your time. You say you challenged Jackie Robinson.
Well,
you had a kind of a unique relationship.
Well, I played 5.5 years against Jackie with the Cubs, and then I found out I was traded to the Dodgers. I just did flips because they had just won the pennant.
Right.
I mean, just won the World Series, and with the Cubs, we were always iffy.
Right.
And that's the thing to play in the World Series.
Right.
And so when I was traded to the Brooklyn Dodgers, I was just as happy as I could be. And of course, all the sports writers wanted to know how my relationship with Jackie,
Right.
And of course, I knew Jackie because I had played against him. But we had we were fine. We knew our position.
Right.
And the manager, Walter Austin, when the season started, told me that he's going to start Jackie because he'd been there so long. And
Right.
I said,
you can't argue.
No, I can't argue at all.
Right.
And he played for about a month and didn't do too well. And then I came in and started doing good. And I was hitting cleanup for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and I could not believe it.
That was a pretty powerful lineup, and you were hitting cleanup in.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk real quickly about this book. How does it make you feel that all of your stories are in book form now and out there for everyone to read?
Well, see, all these stories I've told to my family and making speeches and so forth, and if I don't put them down on paper for posterity, they'll probably die, because 90% of these guys are not around, and the stories are so great.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I did.
Sir, it has
Chris,
been
I
truly an
appreciate
honor.
you
I
having
could sit
me.
here 30 more minutes and talk to you about all of this.
All right, well, it's nice talking
But
to
they're
you.
in my ear telling me we got to go. But I want to tell you right now, he's got a book signing coming up right now about noon, from noon to 1 o'clock at Sloopy's in Kingsport. He has some other signings coming up. If you want information, check out that website right there at the bottom of the screen. It's all about Handsome Ransom Jackson. Sir, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Chris. Thank you.
Chris.